really polite about it. She goes, okay, well, what do y'all want to drink? I was like, okay, so you might be having a bad day. So I was just like, okay, well, we want this, this, and that. So she brings our drinks. She hasn't brought our bread. So then I ask her, hey, our bread, we haven't got our bread yet. And she goes, okay, I'll be back. So she goes and she brings back our drinks and bread. My son goes, Mommy, my soda isn't good. He got a Sprite. So I taste the drink and I'm like, it's super carbonated. Like it doesn't taste like Sprite. So I'm like, oh my God. I didn't want to say anything, but then I'm like, my baby's thirsty. I need to get him a drink. And then I'm like, okay, well, do you want water then? And he's like, no, Mommy, I want a Sprite. Or can I get another drink? Mind you, I don't really let my kids drink soda. So I was like, well, they have root beer. So I politely tell her, hey, my son's drink is carbonated. Can we get another one? And she's like, yeah, well, what do you want? I told her. Guess what she brings me? Well, first of all, she took forever to bring the Sprite. So I had to tell her, like, hey, where's my son's drink? She brings it back to Sprite. So I'm thinking, oh, well, maybe they, fixed it or whatever, and they brought us the same drink. Because that's what we originally had wanted. No. He proceeds to taste the drink, and then he's like, Mommy, it's the same. I'm like, oh, my gosh. So mind you, me and this lady, well, she had a problem with me. I never had a problem with her. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to deal with this. So I tell her, it's the same drink. It's carbonated still. She had an attitude. Now, at this point, you're messing with my kids because I'm paying for this. Anyway. So then she has an attitude. She walks off and is like, I'm 7-8 months pregnant. I don't have time. I don't have patience. And I am not mean. But when you're just being spiteful. You're being ugly for whatever reason, right? So then she walks off on me. Like, ignores me, walks off, smacks her lips, rolls her eyes, almost breaks her neck. Terrible. So she walks off, and at this point, I'm like, I'm already mad. Mind you, she does not bring my son another drink. So then I'm like, oh, okay. So I said, excuse me, and she walks off. And I'm like, oh, so this is what we're doing. Y'all, I'm not going to lie. I will take accountability for this part. I should not have done what I did, but I did. So she looks back. She keeps walking. So I'm like, hey, excuse me, like, what's wrong with you? She looks at me really ugly. So I get my son's drink, the Sprite that he did not like, the one that was nasty. And when I tell y'all, I would have thought I was a football player. I thought I was a star the way I threw that drink at the back of her head. All hits, no misses. Not only...
So she, threw the drink in the back of her head.
Did I throw the drink, I grabbed my son and I put him on the other side of me and I walked out of the booth. I also I left out a part where their dad was there, my ex. He's seen me run after this lady, so he runs after me because first of all, I'm pregnant. He's like, you're pregnant. And I'm like, and y'all, I regretted that so much because that's ghetto activities, like, for real. I would say I would never do that because I did that, but, I regret it. Like, I'm not that person. But, when it comes to your kids, it's just like a whole different side of you that it just comes out of you, So the Sprite.
So I totally get where she's coming from. The pregnancy hormones definitely must be raging. And when you're pregnant and you're hungry and you have a kid that's in your ear, all of that together, you don't have time. So I can see where the frustration was coming from.
That I threw, when it got on, when I threw it, some of it got on another man. So their dad was there and he's crazy. And the man called me the B word, right? So all hell broke loose. Like, my kids were in the booth just looking like, what is happening?
Well, at that point, he had every right to, because he had nothing to do with you two. And I'm sorry, baby, from where we're from, that's like getting hit. We have nothing to do, but yeah.
To get to the lady, this man runs up on this other man. Like, it was a mess. So then some other lady's like, no, ma'am, you're pregnant. So then I'm like, yeah, I know, right? Well, that didn't stop anybody. I don't know what happened after that. All I know is my ex was like, come on, we have to go. The police are coming. So I grab my kids and we run out. Well, the manager, it didn't stop there. The manager called me. I was like, I heard what happened. And I told him what happened. I told him to check the cameras. Yes, I was wrong for throwing the drink. So he didn't really like the girl, right? And he thought it was kind of funny. But I still got banned because it's his business. So yeah, that was the story time. The reason why I did that story time was because my kids asked me to go there today. So yeah. And now I'm like, no, baby, we can't go there. Mommy will go to jail. That was my story time. I hope y'all enjoyed it. This is the afterlook. I hope it wasn't too long, y'all.
We listen and we don't judge. That's Laura Castle on TikTok. Go follow that creator. I'm pretty sure she has more story time.
Okay, so here is my listen and don't judge story. And y'all better not judge me too, because y'all be in the comments judging them folks. And we in a no judgment zone, okay?
Girl, you must be reading my mind. So listen, it's interesting because we all have a past. We all have done things we regret. We've all done that. So it's looking back on it, you're like, why did I do that? Stupid. So yes, we judge ourselves. That's a part of growing. But a great thing is everybody that's looking and listening to these videos that are young, they're learning. Hopefully they don't make the same mistakes.
I have a confession to make.
Okay, so here is my listen and don't judge story. And y'all better not judge me too, because y'all be in the comments judging them folks. And we in a no judgment zone, okay? Okay, so when I was 20, so about 10 years ago, because I'm 30 now. But when I was 20, I was arrested for fake car insurance. We're not even going to talk about like the day of or like what happened, how did I even get caught. We just going to talk about what happened afterwards, okay? Because that other part is a long story in itself. So, long story short, my cousin hooked me up with this guy to have some fake car insurance. And basically, the car insurance was supposed to like run as real car insurance if you get pulled over so that you won't get a ticket for having no car insurance, right? So I paid like maybe like $50 for it or something, and everybody was doing it. It's just so you can get out of a ticket, you know? But my dumb ass got caught. So I got arrested, you know, when basically what they were saying was, I knew I was gonna get arrested when it happened. That's the crazy part, is because I'm sitting in the car with my mama and she was taking too long. Baby, when they take too long, just prepare the people, okay? Prepare the others, because baby, I knew I was about to get arrested. So I handed my mama my money. I'm like, here's all my money, here's my debit cards, here's everything. I'm about to go to jail because she's taking way too long. Like, I knew it. And it was crazy because I didn't have nothing else like that I knew I was going to jail for. I knew I was about to go to jail for I just knew. So I gave her everything. So they let me sit in for like a holding cell for like some hours or whatever, which was crazy because mama could have been got me out, which is another story in itself, okay? But they let me sit in this holding cell for like a few hours. The detective like pulled me into this room to investigate the situation. So I'm in there. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. I'm scared as hell because I ain't never been in trouble by the law. Like, I don't know what the heck they about to say, what they about to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just tell me how much I gotta pay so I can go. You know, that's really how I'm feeling. So in the investigation room, they started telling me about how I got to get my car out, all these fees. Like, you know, you understand how much you're going to have to pay us on top of getting your car out too. Like, this is a lot of money that you're going to have to pay us. Mind you, during the time, I'm a college student. And college students, they be broke as fuck. I was broke as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to say, like, I just had $0 because I definitely had enough for my bill. But at the same time, I didn't have, like, all them thousands of dollars to pay them and to pay to get my car out. And I needed my car because my car was my money. You know, that's how I got back and forth to school. That's how I got back and forth to work. Like, I needed my car. So the detective, like, listen, if you help us out, we'll help you out. We'll let your car go, 0 fees. All you got to do is help us, tell us where the hell you got this fake insurance from. Whoo, y'all. So this is the tea. So I'm like, okay. I mean, you know, it was through my cousin. You know, I'm not giving my cousin up. Like, that's just not about to happen. But I don't really know the guy, you know, to be honest with you. But I know where I got the fake insurance from, like the address. So boom, basically I agreed to do a undercover, like I had to go undercover to snitch on this guy who.
Okay, girl, you are telling too much tea right there, right there, right there. I know this happened a while ago, but see, we listen, we don't judge, but some of this stuff can get some of you guys hurt. Yeah.
Was doing the fake insurances out of his house. So this particular day, the police picked me up. I don't even remember if I think I had to go to the police station again, and then we went together. So we went in like an undercover car. It wasn't a police car or nothing. So we drove to the place. I had already put in an order or something like that. And I think the police had put in an order. I'm not sure how it went. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. But we had already put in an order to get the fake insurance. So I go to the house. I was scared as hell. Like, why would these detectives have this 20-year-old girl doing something like this? Like, this is blowing my mind. I was so naive. Like, you don't understand. I was so naive, but I just wanted my car. I just wanted my car back. Like, I just wanted my car with no fees, baby. I didn't want to pay that stuff. So, boom, I walk into the man's house. He got people in there already. I mean, his thing was booming. I'm not even gonna lie. His little operation, baby, he was slinging them fake insurance pool. He was slinging them. So, boom, I gave him the fake name of the fake insurance that I needed. And he gave me my paperwork. I paid him. Boom. That was it. Like, I walked out. So I'm like, that wasn't so bad. I got back into the car with the police officer, the undercover officer. We pulled off. They got what they needed. I got what I needed. I didn't have no fees, but I did still have to go to court. And even, to be honest with you, even court was a breeze. Like, they just basically let me go with like a misdemeanor because I was under 21. So I got off on like some type of law or something like that for like people that's like not 21. And I forgot what it was called. I don't know if they still have it in the state of Michigan, but y'all don't understand. Like, it was crazy to just talk to my lawyer. And when my lawyer was like, I'm going to help you get off on this case. And she, this was like a court appointed lawyer too, by the way, like not somebody who I paid out of my pocket. And I'm like wondering like why she want to help me so bad. And she told me I did the same thing when I was little. When I was younger, I mean, not a little bit younger. She's like, I did the same thing when I was younger. If you know, you know. If you live in the city of Detroit, you know how bad car theft is, how expensive insurance is, and especially if you're young. If you're 20 and under, anything like in your early 20s or anything earlier than that, your car insurance is expensive. I was living on my own. I was going to school, working. Like, baby, I couldn't afford no insurance, honey. Like, that wasn't happening. So anyway, long story short, I got off on probation and I had to do like 6 months of probation, and then it turned up to like 3 months because they was like, you good, like you got your own everything, you really not a threat to society. Like, they just let me go, to be honest with you. So I don't know, y'all be taking all the heat for these folks just to sound like you down because you don't want to snitch, baby. I don't know, I'm snitching, baby. I need to be free, baby.
Well, that creator is Young Digital Bestie on TikTok. Go follow her, show her some love. She's bold. Y'all make sure she's safe. But on another note, again, I'm Keisha Reacts. Please come, subscribe, like my videos, share. I am new to the YouTube channel, and I am going to be pushing these reaction videos back to back. Thank you, and have a great one. Till next time.